All right, welcome back to the channel. So, Deontay Wilder was rumored, I don't know how people believe this if they read the article, that the WBC came out and supported Deontay Wilder in his attempt to get his trilogy fight against Tyson Fury, when the exact opposite is the truth. Let's talk about what the WBC actually said in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. So let's have a little lesson on empty words. Words that are meant to make you believe something, but really don't commit to anything. Ambiguity is another word. And when people use words that are ambiguous, you should ask the questions necessary to clear up what they said, because ambiguity is always a problem when you are talking and dealing with somebody and you expect them to do something. If they're ambiguous, non-committal, you can pretty much go and say, you're telling me no. So that is exactly what the WBC did to Deontay Wilder. They politely said, we support Tyson Fury, and made it sound as if they may be supportive of Deontay Wilder. But the fact that they said that they may be, not will be, may be supportive of Deontay Wilder in the future tells you that they are supportive of Tyson Fury right now. But you don't believe me? Let's go through just one of the things that Mauricio Sulaiman said, the most important thing that will tell you that they are supporting Tyson Fury with this. They are not supporting Deontay Wilder. This is what he says. The greatest knockout ratio, the percentage is unbelievable. He's a very dear fighter, a champion in the WBC, and he deserves, of course, another opportunity. That's what he says first. Then he says he gave Tyson Fury the opportunity and Tyson Fury beat him, knocked him out, and of course, Wilder is in the mix. He deserves an opportunity, and we will see how things evolve in the coming years. That, my friend, is telling you that Tyson Fury beat him, and if Tyson Fury feels like fighting him, maybe Tyson Fury will fight him, but if Tyson Fury doesn't feel like fighting him, maybe he'll get one later on. But let's go through the operative words because, you know, I'm telling you, reading comprehension is something people should work on. What does he say? The operative words. He deserves another opportunity. Okay, you say he deserves another opportunity, WBC. Are you going to give it to him? Okay, he deserves one. All right, guess what? Many people deserve one. Dillian Whyte deserves one. Okay, if Alexander Povetkin is, what do you mean he deserves one? Just because you say he deserves one doesn't mean you're going to give him one. If they were going to be in order to be fully committed, he would have had to say that the champion of the WBC, he deserves this opportunity. He deserves this opportunity for this fight with Tyson Fury. Not an opportunity, this opportunity, not another opportunity. What is another opportunity? He has an opportunity right now, Mauricio, because he has a rematch clause, right? Why don't you, well, we'll save that for the obvious thing that he would do if he was actually supporting Deontay Wilder. But let's go to the other one, right? He gave Tyson Fury the opportunity. That's true. Tyson Fury beat him and knocked him out. Okay, that's true. He cheated to do it, but he did it. Of course, Wilder is in the mix. That right there tells you he's not supporting Deontay Wilder. Wilder's in the mix. Do you know who else is in the mix? A bunch of other fighters are in the mix. Dillian Whyte's in the mix. Derek Chisora's in the mix. Alexander Usyk's in the mix. All of these fighters, Michael Hunter's in the mix. They're heavyweight fighters. What do you mean they're in the mix? In the mix is not the same thing as I'm going to make sure that we enforce this rematch clause. Right? Reading is fundamental. Reading is critical. Okay? And then again, he says he deserves an opportunity. An opportunity. Did they say he deserves this fight with Tyson Fury? No. An opportunity. What do you mean he deserves an opportunity? He has a rematch clause, Mauricio Sulaiman. They agreed to a fight that was going to be a trilogy fight. It was supposed to be another fight. What do you mean he deserves? Of course he deserves an opportunity. He signed a rematch clause. You don't feel like supporting the rematch? And then again, he says he deserves an opportunity. What does that mean? An opportunity could mean an opportunity next year. But then here's the whopper. We will see how things evolve in the coming year. That's 365 days, either 365 days from now, or he may be talking about January 1st, all of 2021. We'll see how it plays out. That is not supporting Deontay Wilder. That is saying sitting on the sideline when there is a rematch clause in play. Now, how do I know for sure that this dude is not seriously trying to give Deontay Wilder another opportunity? It's obvious because, number one, when there was a rematch clause before, when Deontay Wilder fought Tyson Fury in the first fight, Tyson Fury did not exercise a rematch clause. Deontay Wilder said that he wanted the fight and exercised a rematch clause. Do you know what the WBC did? They ordered a fight between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury after the first fight. They ordered it. So, sorry for the interruption. I got a partner that I try to do these things at really early in the morning and I still get calls. Anyway, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder were ordered to have a rematch by the WBC after their first fight. If they were interested in having Deontay Wilder fight Tyson Fury, the WBC could just order the fight like they did the first time. Easy. And you wouldn't have to wonder what was on their mind. Now, let's go through some other examples of when the WBC can be very clear in what they mean. When Alejandra Jimenez tested positive, when people accused her of being a male, they came out and unabashedly supported him, right? When Tyson Fury was accused of cheating, what did the WBC do? They came out and there was no doubt who they were supporting. They said, we support Tyson Fury. In fact, I'm pretty sure in this article that we're talking about, they said they supported Tyson Fury as well. So I'm just having this real hard time with people coming to me asking me what do I think about the WBC supporting Deontay Wilder? So my thought is they're not supporting him at all. You should ask me, what do I think about them supporting Tyson Fury? Because that's who they're supporting. If the WBC does not order that rematch, if they just sit on the sideline and see what happens, they're not being involved at all. That means that they're supporting Tyson Fury because they could just order Tyson Fury to fight Deontay Wilder right there. And you could say, well, Tyson Fury, he might drop the belt. Yeah, he might drop the belt, but so what? Deontay Wilder, you call it a no contest and give Deontay Wilder the belt back. You know the guy cheated. You know the guy cheated because somebody else got caught cheating on a WBC card the same way Tyson Fury cheated Deontay Wilder. It just happened. Do you hear the WBC coming out and saying, oh, now that we realize that this glove skinning thing is very, very real and you can get them shipped directly from the factory, you would swear that they would come out and say, oh, maybe we need to look more into this Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder thing. Did they? No. The most that they gave is this lame, non-committal, full of nothingness that they delivered, that they said on behalf of Deontay Wilder in an attempt to calm the pressure down on them. I just don't understand why people will go around and say they can read. They can read. Everybody's literate, right? Another opportunity in the mix. See how things evolve. How is that committing to Deontay Wilder in any way, shape, or form? It's not. We're in the same square. We're in the same position that we were in before. They're not supporting him. They're supporting Tyson Fury. They're going to see how things pan out over the course of the year with the litigation that may go on with Deontay Wilder. But them saying that they support him, dude, all they had to do was order another fight, and that would be it. Tyson Fury can go off. Tyson Fury either drops the belt or he takes the fight, and the WBC could work that out. But they didn't. So do not tell me they're supporting Deontay Wilder because they are not. Anyway, that is my take on the matter. Share yours with me. Maybe there's something you see that I don't see. I doubt it, but maybe there is. Let's talk about it in that comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.